Hey guys, welcome back to the Golden Door Garage. So last time you saw a ton of really cool equipment coming into the shop, and this time, no exception. We're gonna show off our big STV CNC plasma table coming in, getting it set up and ready to go, show off our big oven that we were working on, and a couple of other small things going on around the shop. The biggest, coolest thing though, is this video is going live the same day that we're going live, as in the business is now open. So, there's going to be content from now on that shows not only some small detail stuff being finished up in the building, but the cool projects of customers and of our own coming into the shop. So stay tuned and enjoy.
Our plasma table has arrived about 7 o'clock. We've got the Moffett here. Gonna get it unloaded. There you go, we've got it in the building. Now the next thing is get it back there where it belongs.
All right guys, so if you've been watching along on Facebook and Instagram, you've seen that we had a huge plasma table on its way. It arrived. I hadn't gotten here yet because he was a little early, but we have our plasma table.
We don't have, I'm not supposed to be in it. Redo it.
You're not in it. You're not in it. I'll blur you. All right guys, we're so excited to have this awesome plasma table in here. It is set up right now. It does run. You can see that. I have the slats out of it at the moment. That way I can acetone all of this down, clean it up really well, and we're going to Cerakote our actual waterbed pan. That'll just make this thing last even longer. And right now, before we've ever done anything with it, is a perfect time to do it. After this, we'll get it set up and see if we can make some cuts.
So, right now I'm prepping out the plasma table so that we can put Cerakote inside the bed. Just make it, seal it up so it doesn't rust, and also give us protection from the slag that comes off of everything. So here we've got our Cerakote. We've got an air cure we're going to put on this table, seal it up just to protect it, keep it from rusting.
First section is done. We move the boom down, and that stuff is just crazy smooth the way it lays down. Alright, this is my first time being around the Cerakote when it's being sprayed, and it really seems like the kind of thing you should have a respirator for. It kind of burns. I don't like the way it smells. This might affect commentary, but it's pretty effective. Okay guys, now the moment you've all been waiting for, and I have too. I believe I have the plasma cutter all set up. So I'm gonna make an attempt at my first cut. Hopefully this goes smooth. Otherwise it doesn't, and we'll try again. All right, if it all goes as planned, it'll work. Otherwise, there's an e-stop right there. Not happy. Hang on. What did I do? All right, so I was gonna try and figure it all out, not read the instructions, not watch the training videos, but turns out all of that stuff was actually really important and super helpful. So I messed around a little bit this day, working on a few things. But afterwards, I ended up watching all the videos, got my settings adjusted right, and wow, this thing is so capable. It's awesome. If you guys stay tuned, I've got a sneak peek of when the settings are correct at the end of the video for you. Okay, so we have to change our timing a little bit. We didn't quite get all the way through that. Also, I built apparently like the world's biggest bottle opener, but we're getting there, and it did do things that were cool. So we'll start with that. All right, made a few adjustments to our cut speed and the actual parameters of the bottle opener. We're gonna try and cut it again. Okay, that went better, but still not 100%. I think I'm just gonna leave it right there and click go again. I think it'll blow through there. I know that's not right, but we gotta make one bottle opener work. I have a beer sitting here that needs open. That went way better. Did knock the centerpiece out, and oh yeah, it's got all of that out. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces of slag holding it, but it'll be fine. Hey! Well, it's a little warm, but it does work. We've been successful!
Huzzah! First official cut.
All right, so you guys know you can buy about anything out there, but we wanted to build our big oven ourselves. So here's Alan throwing together the first wall, and then he'll follow up and show you the rest of the process as well. It's awesome.
You saw the first wall I was building. Wasn't a whole lot to show there, kind of rinse and repeat. So we've got 3 of the walls done, both sides and back. We're 6.5 foot tall, 8 foot deep, 6 foot wide. We still have to figure out what we're doing with the door, but this is the footprint of our oven, so it's gonna be hot right here. Alan has got everything framed out and constructed, and currently everything is held together with some screws. I'm gonna go ahead and get out the TIG and seam everything out, and just make sure this thing is very structural and all stays together nice for us for years to come. And with that said, I got to it. Basically, I stitched all of the joints so that I could add reinforcement to it. The screws are great and they held everything in place, but there was still a tiny bit of movement and flex. Stitch welding made this thing rock solid. Super happy with that. Also, I want you guys to know that I left the next part in as a whole clip, even though Alan may have wanted it edited, but it's enjoyable this way. All right, 3, 2, 1, action! Oh. Tickle myself. Oh. So we've got this, Caleb worked hard today and got everything tigged out so that, and we're just starting over. All right, so we went with double doors on our oven. We worked today, Caleb tigged everything so it's all nice and sturdy. But this way when we have our doors, oh, man, I almost need to decide the first thing, didn't I? God, I hate when I look stupid on film. It's just what it is though. So, now it doesn't come too far out into our aisle. It's tall enough that when it's cool, you can walk in here, not bang your head. We have to service clean, whatever. So there you go. Now waiting on sheet metal to show up. We'll get this thing sheeted out, get the rock wool insulation inside of it, get our heater in it, and get it fired up.
All right, so our order of sheet metal is here. So we should have 10 4x8 sheets of 16 gauge, 10 sheets of 18 gauge, and 10 sheets of 26 gauge galvanized for our ductwork. Hopefully we can get everything unloaded pretty easy with Alan's tractor and get it down to the building. That is a sharp looking truck and trailer setup right there. All right guys, so all of our metal's here. We have 10 sheets each, like I said, of 16 gauge, 18 gauge, and 26 gauge so that we can do our oven and the ductwork for the air conditioner. And then we'll take the scraps and play with it on the plasma cutter. Also, shout out real quick to Dre, the driver of the delivery truck for us. Hopefully we may have that truck back here at some point, or some components at least, so that we can do a little work for him. Now it's time to put the sheet metal on. So, we pulled it forward, we've bent our first piece, we have it set back here. We're going to try and do this and make it as clean as we can as far as the way the seams go on everything. So this is going to come under, we're going to put metal underneath on the whole floor. That piece comes forward and I'll have 2 full sheets that make up the actual floor. Let's get after it. So there's a lot of places online that you could find plans, or you can even buy complete ovens, but none of them were exactly what we wanted. So we kind of spec'd out this on our own, designed it, and now we're assembling it. We wanted it to go 6'6" tall so that there was no chance of anyone running into it or bumping their head. Also, we wanted to be as big of a footprint as we could fit, and we thought that short of doing like an automotive frame, 6 foot by 8 foot should cover about anything that is out there that we need to powder coat or Cerakote. There we go. There is our oven. Seams are very nice. That should be pretty awesome. We cut that one with the plasma. But look at that. 6 foot wide inside, 6'6" tall, 8 foot deep. Super happy with how that's turned out. All right, we have our new employee Ben. We're gonna give him an easy task. All he has to do is cut a couple of straight lines here in this insulation for us.
Straight enough, right?
Good job. Just don't cut through too deep. And there we go. Ben, you've now cut the biggest hole in the building.
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
You're filming.
I'll film you.
No, I'm filming you.
This is just...
So we cut a hole in the side of the building, and the piece of ductwork I built seems to work. And Ben's doing a great job inside.
Grab the damn thing.
Okay.
All right, I'm on top of the storage room. We're fitting the exhaust louvers. Louvers. I'll get it right eventually. Sliding it in so teamwork makes the dream work. He's outside, I'm inside. Poles. Okay, without hitting the poles button whatsoever. We got it slid in there, but we're having a problem right here. It's not letting it close. So we're just gonna snip it off. All right, fixed it. So now we have the fan on. So we're gonna see if it works. We flip you good. It does. It does work.
It opened up. That's awesome.
Cool, on to the next project.
And there you go. That is the... Oh, I'm stepping on things. There you go. Our exhaust louvers for our spray booth have been installed. Okay, as promised, here's a short clip of the plasma running when everything is actually correct. This thing is amazing as to how much detail it can do and how precise it is. So happy that we went with this STV unit. Can't wait to see what else we do. Made you look. See you next time, guys. Wait, guys, make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on, because the next episode, things get pretty exciting.